And in this next fight here, we got two ranked light heavyweight fighters. They're going to be fighting to move up in the rankings here. And both Nikita Krylov and Volkan Oezdemir, they picked up victories on the same card in their last fight, and it snapped two-fight losing streaks for both. Oezdemir got a big win. He upset Paul Craig, who is on a tear. And Nikita Krylov, he ran through Alexander Gustafsson in a little over a minute in kind of a less impressive win because of Gustafsson's current run. But both of these fighters have had performances that make you think they can compete with the best in the world, but bad performances as well. And the winner of this fight will be in the mix, and I think the loser is going to kind of get relegated to gatekeeper status. Nikita Krylov, he's still very young. He's only 30 years old. I feel like he's been around for a long time. So he's someone I believe that still has a little bit more time. Both these guys are relatively young for light heavyweight. Even 33 isn't too old. But I think the loser of this fight is going to really have to rebuild, win 2, 3, 4 fights in a row before they could maybe get a top 5 opponent again. And I think the winner of this fight will be in line for something close to a top 5. So it's a big fight. And for Volkan Oezdemir, this is going to be the second Russian he's going to fight in Abu Dhabi. The last time he went out there, he fought Magomed Ankalaev, lost by decision. So he's going to be looking for vengeance. And he's also looking to avenge his training partner, his friend, Alex Gustafsson. Obviously, he spent a lot of time training over there at All Stars Training Center. And Gustafsson, that's his gym. And Nikita Krylov will be fighting for the first time on Fight Island. And he's coming off that win, but he is coming off 2 losses before that. So he still needs to get a couple wins, get some momentum together. He actually lost a recent fight to Magomed Ankalaev as well. So him and Oezdemir had a similar opponent. But yeah, both these guys have very different styles. Volkan, he's a pressure fighter. He looks to, close the distance, brawl, throw hooks, uppercuts, knees, elbows, be in the pocket. He has thunderous leg kicks, very durable, comes forward, great cardio, keeps the pressure on guys, and slowly accumulates damage through the leg kicks, his power punches. And he does have the power to knock guys out, but I feel like his power is a little bit overrated. He got some early knockouts in the UFC against guys like Jimmy Manoa, guys like Misha Serkinov, who are definitely very chinny. And I don't think that recently he's shown that same type of power. But in this fight, Oezdemir, he's going to have to chase down Nikita Krylov, who's going to be looking to stick and move with long punches, with kicks. Krylov, he has good footwork, dangerous body kicks, head kicks. He throws nice straight punches, good jab, high kick, good jab, body kick. And his hands are improving. He put Alex Gustafsson to sleep with his hands in his last fight. He has shown a tendency to exchange in the pocket, or hesitancy, excuse me. And he is hittable in close range. We saw in his fight with Glover Teixeira, there was a lot of running from Krylov in that fight. And Oezdemir, I feel like we'll be able to beat him up in the boxing range. Oezdemir has to worry about the leg kicks of Krylov, and he has to worry about just not letting Krylov just touch him with kicks and move. And Oezdemir, he's obviously going to be looking for his own leg kicks, trying to slow down that movement of Krylov, get him to exchange in the pocket. And if he can get him in that pocket to the fight, I think he's going to beat him there. And Krylov, he's going to try to take Oezdemir down, no doubt. I feel like Krylov has good takedowns against the cage, especially. And if he can get Oezdemir there, I think he could take him down. But Oezdemir is hard to back up. His takedown defense has improved immensely in the open mat. And sometimes he will kind of, if you shoot a single, sometimes he'll kind of turn his back. And I feel like Krylov at that point can maybe jump on the back. So I think that he might try to go single to back take. So Oezdemir has to be very aware of that. But Krylov is the better grappler. I think if he wins, he's going to hit multiple takedowns or maybe get the back and get a rear naked choke. But early in the fight, I think Krylov may have success sticking and moving, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that for the entirety of the fight. I think Oezdemir's pressure, his ability to chop the legs and continue to throw big shots is going to slow down Krylov, make him hesitant, and make him really want to hunt those takedowns. And I think if he can't get the takedowns, I could see him getting a little bit tired. And I see Oezdemir eventually wearing on him. I think Oezdemir can use his pressure, big hooks, leg kicks to get Krylov tired, slow his movement, stuff the takedowns, and then beat him up on the inside or TKO him. I think Krylov is going to get more and more tired as Oezdemir defends his takedowns and pushes him backwards. Unless Krylov can land a big head kick or a straight shot that knocks Oezdemir out, I see the pressure getting to him. I think Oezdemir has the cardio edge, the durability edge. I think he's going to be the fighter coming forward, which will lead to him winning a close decision on optics. I don't think he's going to dominate the fight. I think Krylov will do decent striking off the back foot, and I see him being competitive. He might even get a takedown and bank around that way, but I just think optics-wise, Oezdemir is going to be throwing the heavier punches, coming forward the whole time, and I think that he's proved his takedown defense enough that he can keep it standing. I trust him more fight IQ wise to win the fight. Even on the ground, I think Volkan can compete, especially if he's in top position. He proved in his last fight that he could stay safe in one of the most dangerous submission artist guards in the entire UFC, and Paul Craig. And Nikita Krylov, he was submitted by Paul Craig. But one thing about Nikita Krylov is a lot of his losses are by submission. So Volkan Oezdemir is not going to have that ability to submit Krylov. And Krylov has only been knocked out one time, so he is fairly durable. Oezdemir, he's only been knocked out one time as well. But I just feel like as long as Oezdemir avoids being on his back for multiple rounds, he's going to get the win here. I think just his pressure and volume is going to be more than Krylov's, and he's going to be the one going forward. It's going to look better to the judges, and he's going to sneak that decision.